Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me or us this morning to talk about the launch of the TiOC 2.0 and the TiOC PTZ. My name is Michael Lawrence and I'm Marketing Director at Dahua UK and Ireland. So I'm delighted to be with you. Thank you for those registering. At the end of this webinar, so after I've spoken and Chris has spoken, we're going to be doing a raffle for our prize for a top of the range Fitbit and some Apple AirPods. So look out for that on our social media channels. If you're not already following us on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, then please do so. And you'll see the winners. We'll be announcing them. So, delighted to be with you this morning to talk about the best cameras in the market have just got even better with the TiOC 2.0. So over the next few minutes, we're going to be talking about the commercial area, so the current challenges that are being faced, the TiOC 2.0 overview, some of the key features and benefits, some of the application scenarios. Then I'm going to be handing over to Chris to cover some of the technical aspects of the TiOC 2.0 and the TiOC PTZ. We're going to be looking at a technical overview, some of the features and actions, some of the tips and tricks and some feedback. So before I do so, let's go into the TiOC. So the TiOC, which we launched back in August of last year, so just over 12 months ago now, we launched the first TiOC. So it brought 1, full colour, 2, an active deterrent, and 3, artificial intelligence within 1 camera form factor. It was a true game changer and it's fast becoming our most popular camera model in the marketplace, and it continues to be a market leading device. And with the TiOC 1, the TiOC 2 builds on that capability. So let's look at some of the key challenges. So there are 4 key challenges. 1, single fill light mode. So most products in the market either have an infrared fill light with no full color image at night, or 2, a white fill light, which can cause light pollution. 2, cameras with audio can have limited audio pickup. It can pick up background noise and creates interference, reducing pickup distances. 3, the image quality under low illumination. So limited by hardware specifications, the image quality is reduced at night. And then finally, it can be complicated to integrate with alarm systems. But we're going to address these. So let's look at some of the customer challenges that we were addressing with the TiOC 1 and with the TiOC 2. So 1, most crimes occur at night. There's no colour images at night. And 3, it's hard to identify suspects. So the customer requirement is to deliver high quality images at night and deliver good evidential quality recordings. So too many false alarms for operators, and sometimes only 1% of those alarm triggered are actual alarms. So the customer requires less false alarms and a more meaningful response. Thirdly, large estates are hard to patrol. It takes a long time for the guard to react, to get to the scene, to see what's actually going on. So the requirement is an automated response or proactive security solutions to help the guard and to help manage the estate. Fourthly, there are large amounts of data and it takes a long time to search that data. There's a low efficiency search method. So the customer requires a better use of AI to enable quick access to that data and enable better search engines to find the scene of interest. And then finally, storage is increasingly more expensive. There's a high cost of storage and a high bandwidth requirement with the power of the cameras. And so therefore, delivering an improved coding algorithm and more efficient coding is the customer requirement to enable that reduction. So let's look at TiOC 2.0. It delivers 4 technological breakthroughs. So 1, dual illumination, so flexible supplementary light mode. It provides full colour images even at night while minimising light pollution. 2, powered by OPC, which is Optical Path Correction technology. It delivers brighter and clearer IR images with an f.1.0 aperture in Dahua IP cameras. 3, we've created a capability called VoiceCatcher Technology to achieve longer pickup distances and reduce noise interference. And finally, one-touch disarming. So it integrates with alarm systems, creating easier operation and a better end-user experience. So let's look at those key features. So 1, smart dual illuminators. 2, VoiceCatcher technology. 3, delivering an excellent improved image. 4, one-touch disarming. And then 5, AI features, including smart motion detection 3.0 and perimeter protection within the device. Let's look at each one of those in just a little bit more detail. So smart dual illumination, it's the most comprehensive illumination solution in the market. So 1, smart illumination is default out of the box. It seamlessly switches between infrared and white light when a target is detected. 2, there's infrared only mode. The infrared illuminator can be on for scenes that white supplementary light is not required. And 3, white light only. White light turns on, stays on, it's suitable for scenes that require full, vibrant colour images. So let's look at the smart illumination. So 1, left-hand side here. So the IR illuminator is on at night, looking at the scene. When it detects a person or a vehicle moving into the scene, it can turn on the white light and record a full colour image. When that target moves within a warning area, within a tripwire or whatever kind of setting might be, the siren and the light active deterrents for warning triggers. When the person or the vehicle of interest moves out of that target scene, the white light turns off and the infrared illuminator turns back on when the target disappears. So we've got 3 quick videos just to show you examples of this. So on the left-hand side here, you can see smart illumination with the AI algorithm intelligently switching between the colourful event, delivering less light pollution. The one in the middle here with the infrared mode only, and then the right-hand side, the white light on throughout that scene. Let's just take a quick look at these videos. So next area is voice capture technology. This enables purer sound over a longer distance. And we've created a dual microphone array to enable this to be delivered. 1, high sensitivity dual microphone arrays enabling a longer pickup distance. 2, we've created a newly designed audio acquisition circuit delivering enhanced performance and less interference. 3, we've created a self-developed noise reduction algorithm. And 4, we've equipped with high-performance SoC to realise further noise reduction optimization. Let's just look at the kind of waveform and the spectrum here, just to give you an example of this performance. So on the left-hand side, with the single mic is powerful, but you can see, for example, when you've got noise moving across the microphone, you get that kind of wind noise above the speech or whatever else is happening in the background, and that can affect the sound quality. With the dual mic array, it can detect the difference between the wind noise and also the voice or whatever else is happening in the distance. So it can filter out this noise, delivering a purer sound quality. 1, enables the operator or the end user to hear clearly what is going on, but secondly, it can also enable improved pickup distance. So the next area is around excellent image, delivering new light image experience. So we use OPC, which is Optical Path Compensation technology, to correct the angle of refraction on different light rays. Dahua IP cameras output a brighter and clearer black and white image with an f1.0 large aperture. When the cameras are designed, they work in daylight, invisible light, and at night. To enable clear focus in both those settings is very, very difficult to achieve. But with OPC, you can deliver fantastic focus, both in daylight, in visible light, and also at nighttime in infrared, as you can see in this example. And let's look closer. So with the 1.0 and with OPC, you can see on the left-hand side, less visibility, less clear image. On the right-hand side with the f.1.0 aperture and OPC, a clearer image, a brighter image, and crisper. So the edge details are clearer as well as being sharper and brighter. In addition to the f1.0 aperture, it can pick up 1.96 times more light compared with an f.1.4 aperture. That means that the image is brighter and more colourful. And also with the power of the TiOC 2.0, we can create 25 to 30 frames per second, enabling a smoother moving image to be captured, as you can see within this example on this side. And that's even with AI enabled. And then finally, and Chris will go into this in more detail, so I'm not going to dwell a lot of time on this, but one-touch disarming. So you can do arming, disarming by the alarm in port, and you can see that on this slide. You can do one-touch disarming connecting with our DMSS app, so you can receive and check alarm notifications quickly. We've got a video here on the right-hand side that you can see this happening. You can check footage anywhere, and it's extremely easy to access two-way talk function. And thirdly, the one-touch disarming is very easy to operate. And then finally, you can deliver one-touch disarming via the web or via the NVR, which you'll see from Chris shortly. The other area is around AI with Smart Motion Detection 3.0. Smart Motion Detection is a fantastic capability that, one, enables to reduce false alarms, 2, enables longer detection distance, and 3, delivers higher detection accuracy. SMD builds on the power of the SMD that existed in our products to date. It enables reduced false alarm rate less than 1%. It increased longer detection distance by up to 50% more, and a higher detection accuracy by up to 99%. So an incredibly powerful capability for reducing alarms, false alarms, increasing the detection distance and increasing the accuracy. And you can see here the detection rate, the false alarm rate is below 1%. We have the target classification in perimeter protection between humans and vehicles. Our target search efficiency is more than 98%, and our remote monitoring is there, and the alarm push notification sending time is less than 1 second. So that kind of breaks down, and Chris will go through each of these in just a little bit more detail, show you how they kind of get set up, give you some kind of practical examples of this. But before we do it, I've just got a couple of things I want to go through. One, the product selection. So we have 3 main kind of products that we want to talk about here. So the TiOC 2.0. As you can see, the S3 is highlighted, and that signifies the difference between the TiOC 1.0 and the TiOC 2.0. So you see an S3, that's the 2.0. It comes in 8 megapixel and 5 megapixel resolution. Comes with smart dual illuminators, red and blue active deterrence lights, the built-in mic and speaker, full color monitoring with a 30-meter warm light and 30-meter infrared distance. They all come with SMD 3.0 perimeter protection and also 11 pre-recorded announcements, and you can also customize your own in the same way as you can with the TiOC 1. And the TiOC PTZ, it's got 360-degree pan, it's got -20 to -90-degree tilt and a 25 times zoom. It's 4 megapixels, it has the smart dual illuminators, red blue light, active deterrence, a powerful built-in speaker, full color monitoring with a 50-meter warm light and 150-meter infrared. It comes with Smart Motion Detection 3.0, face detection and perimeter protection. So an incredibly powerful pan tilt zoom camera that's an amazing addition to our portfolio. So I'm not going to go through much detail on these, but we have 3 NVRs that these products will work with. Our I series, whether it's our 2000, our 4000 or our 5000 series. So I'm going to kind of dwell on all the features here. If you are interested, then please get in contact with us, get in contact with your distributor, get in contact with one of your Dahua kind of account managers to find out more detail. So before I hand over to Chris, there's just a couple of application scenarios I'd like to go through. One, public areas. So looking at fire exits or emergency exit roads that need to be kept unblocked from motor vehicles or pedestrians. So making sure they can be warned. So in terms of a fire exit and a camera goes across an exit, the TiOC can pick that up. It can flash red and blue. It can play a warning sound to ensure the vehicle moves on. And it is an emergency, a pedestrian kind of emergency kind of exit. If it's covered, it can be a warning. Proactive warning can be delivered, but also the white light can provide emergency lighting for exits at night. So one, we're delivering colourful monitoring, and two, we can deliver active deterrence with the sounds, the red and blue light to kind of move individuals or vehicles on. And then let's look at a house. So the full colour camera captures the colour information, and the active deterrence warns and drives off intruders around the property. So if we look at the perimeter, the wall, the full colour camera captures the intruder images clearly, and the active deterrence warns them off. If we look at the garage door, it can capture the vehicle colour and plate details, and it can also provide additional lighting for car parking. Some of the big advantages here are one, colourful monitoring, same as before, captures the details of the property's garden, driveway and perimeter at night. Two, can deliver active deterrence for dangerous areas as well as intruder detection. So if you've got a pool, if you've got any kind of dangerous area that you want to kind of warn people off, then you can use the TiOC to deliver that deterrence or warning. And then finally, you've got two-way talk through the mobile app, through the camera, and delivered kind of dual mics to help improve the audio quality. So that's it from me. Thank you for attending this first part, the commercial area. I'm going to hand over to Chris very shortly to go through the technical aspects of the TiOC 2.0. Really do appreciate you being with us. Please follow us on our social media channels, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. Any questions, please ask them through the chat function. We've got a great team here ready to answer your questions. If you haven't got any questions right now and you remember some after, then please send them to sales.uk@dahuatech.com. Speak to your account manager, speak to your distributor, and we'll get the support you need and the answers you need. So thank you very much for joining. Good luck in the raffle at the end of this webinar, and I'll hand you across to Chris. Thank you.
Good morning, welcome to our TiOC 2 webinar. My name is Chris Flavelle from Dahua Technology UK and Ireland. I'm the post-sales manager here, and I focus on technical support cases and of course video production and product testing. Today we are going to take you through all of the features and functionality of the TiOC 2 cameras, and then of course I also have some pre-recorded videos from the TiOC PTZ to actually show you the functionality of these new excellent devices. So today, whenever we talk about the TiOC 2 camera, then of course obviously it will be an upgrade from the actual original TiOC camera. Now the actual original TiOC camera is still a very good device. It is absolutely brilliant. You know, this is a flagship model, and it will still remain to be a flagship model going forth also. Today, when we see the actual TiOC 2, then of course we'll be able to judge the actual differences between the two models. So TiOC within itself means 3-in-1 camera consisting of 3 features: full color, active deterrent and artificial intelligence. The new TiOC 2.0 works slightly different to the previous models. A primary difference with this new model is the camera's illuminator. Before, in the first version, the warm light illuminator would turn on at sunset and turn off at sunrise. Now with this new model, the light will only come on if a human or vehicle were to enter the area. The audio has been approved on the TiOC camera as well, now using dual microphones. Let's talk about the illumination. TiOC 2.0 has 3 illumination options. We have white light mode, meaning the lights will behave like the previous TiOC models. There is IR mode, which reverts back to standard infrared, resulting in a monochrome image. And then finally, smart illumination. Now, smart illumination is one of the device's best aspects. The camera will now use infrared to view the scene, and if a human or vehicle were to enter the field of view, the white lights will activate and restore the camera to full color. TiOC 2.0 has been designed to change from IR light to white light so well that it only takes a single second to change between monochrome and full color. So now we have smart illumination to restore from monochrome to color. We also have IVS, Intelligent Video System. This feature controls such events like tripwire and intrusion, with options to trigger the red and blue lights plus siren, just like previous TiOC models. TiOC 2.0 now has a dual mic array with an increased pickup plus noise filter to reduce unwanted sounds like wind in the microphone. I have tested this feature reading a small script on the other side of my garden 7.5 meters away, just simply talking to you as I am talking now. The camera was able to pick me up crystal clear without a single distorted sound.
I'm currently standing 6.5 meters away. TiOC 2 pickup distance has been increased by 7 meters. A person talking commonly speaks about 65 decibels. TiOC 2 dual mic array with noise filter reduces unnecessary noises such as wind in the microphone. TiOC 2 can offer a purer sound quality.
Here's some videos that we've shot earlier of the TiOC PTZ. Take a look. Now, back in the 26th of June 2020 is when we launched the actual TiOC static cameras, and they've been nothing but a roaring success. Now we have a PTZ. We have infrared light, white light, and the traditional red and blue light as well for your active deterrent. Okay, let's talk about the actual camera sensor. So the camera is 4 megapixels and it has 25 times zoom as well as digital zoom, just to be able to go that little bit further as well. But one of the mind-blowing aspects is PFA, Predictive Focus Algorithm. That's whenever the camera will zoom in and then of course it will focus at exactly the same time. Yesterday, whenever I was going between many different presets, normally in a normal circumstance the camera would go out of focus and then focus up when it gets to its point. In this case here, the camera was in focus the whole duration, and I went from long to short range to far to short, and of course in this case here it was perfect at all times. So I just believe it's a true asset to pan, tilt and zoom. Now, as you can see, the actual camera has an external siren that you can use for two-way speech as well, but you will need an external microphone. Now of course the siren is of a loud quality. You can easily hear that even whenever the actual camera is at elevated height. I have a couple of videos on that, and of course the camera also comes with alarm input and output. The alarm input for this PTZ this time can also be used as a physical switch for the disarming feature. You can use your mobile phone to disarm your camera. You can use a physical switch to disarm your camera also. Okay, now let's talk about the actual features of the TiOC PTZ. Now, one of the key elements is smart illumination. That's where we work together with infrared light and white light, and then of course, if necessary, the red and blue active deterrent light. So what we use in smart illumination is we have a monitoring area. Now, if someone was to come into the monitoring area, then it would turn from infrared light to white light and it illuminates the whole scene. In the event that they were to break one of the event analytics, like tripwire or intrusion, then of course the actual red and blue and siren will trigger to, of course, obviously push that person away, to move them on. So of course the actual smart illumination is working together with infrared and white light. The problems with infrared is that, you can't even confirm the color of somebody's clothing. So of course we don't want to go back to that. We want to have a illuminated scene. We can see the person or the object within the field of view, and if necessary, we activate that red and blue and siren. Now, working with SMD 3.0 Smart Motion Detection, we have improved algorithms to reduce the false alarm rate. We can set the actual camera to monitor motor vehicle or human, and then of course while doing this, then of course we can reduce the false alarm rate upwards of 98%. We never want to go back to that factor of having video motion detection. As far as the industry is concerned, that's almost dead now. So of course, by using smart motion detection, we get accurate push notifications, accurate filtering, and accurate playback. It is a key element to this PTZ. So of course, tripwire and intrusion will only trigger in the event of a motor vehicle or a human crossing the analytic line. We also have a couple of other features, which is missing and abandoned object, and whenever I tested these, even when the camera was at height, I had excellent accuracy. Now the camera also comes with face detection, which is a very powerful asset whenever installed externally, looking between like public space awareness, for example. Now the good thing with face detection in the actual camera is the face enhancements. When you click on face enhancement, you can go down to the actual filter and you can select various different methods of capture. You can say like take multiple captures and then of course compare the better one, which I think is called face priority, or you can in fact actually just snap out all of the actual faces seen. When you do the actual face detection and then of course you relay that to a network video recorder, you can collect an awful lot of useful data. Auto tracking, major benefit to a PTZ like this. Whenever we have unmanned, unguarded solutions, then of course what we can do is we can activate our auto tracking feature, and if a motor vehicle or human were to come in the field of view, then of course the camera will in fact actually follow that person or object anywhere up to 300 seconds. And then of course if you did have that type of scenario where you needed to be kept something in view, then of course the actual camera will do all of the work for us. It's extremely fast. We had a couple of cars go past it at speed. It immediately tapped onto that motor vehicle and then of course followed them until they left the field of view. It is an absolutely key benefit to any PTZ. Into IVS, and then of course as you can see, it is completely packed full of features. So tripwire, intrusion, abandoned object, fast moving object, missing object, loitering detection. This camera has a lot of IVS features. So while we're under the PTZ features, then of course let's just take a look. So first of all, if I double click here, then of course we already have preset 1 set up. I can of course obviously move this to a different area. Let's get a little bit of zoom in there as well. And of course I can save that. Okay, so now we have preset 1, preset 2. We can also do a tour where we in fact actually go through all of our presets, or we could do a scan where what I can do is I can limit our left to the right actions. The better one is pattern though, because if I do this one and I start recording, and I move left, right, up, down, zoom in, zoom out. Then of course the good thing is whenever I've actually done that, I can press on stop record, and of course if I press start now, it actually relayed that whole pattern back to me. There we go. Everything that I just did, now playing back. Thank you for joining us on our TiOC 2 webinar. So don't forget to follow us on YouTube and social media, and we hope to see you again soon.